Slice of Crimes is a fictionalized true crime podcast that delves into complex and sometimes difficult stories. Topics may include discussions and descriptions of violence, abuse, self-harm, sexual assault, suicide, and other sensitive subjects, as well as occasional strong language. Please listen with care and discretion. This podcast may not be suitable for all audiences, especially young listeners.
Nothing is ever exactly as it seems. Slice of Crimes. Infinite Banks.
No Escape. Episode 6, The Showdown, aka the group Interrogation. Welcome back to Slice of Crimes. I'm Casey, your resident Slice sleuth. And today, we're diving into the aftermath of the individual interrogations. The detectives have uncovered crucial evidence, both physical and digital, that may just unravel this labyrinth of lies. What did the teens' phones reveal, and how will they respond when confronted with their own words? Let's find out. Detective Sarah McAllister and Detective Mike Ramirez are front and center in the police station conference room, ready to embark on a wild ride down a twisted road of deception. They fully expect to arrive at the clear-cut truth by the end of this grueling journey. The 5 teens, Maya, Jenkins, Blake, Myers, and the memory of Jenner, are seated in a semicircle. Nobody has dared to make eye contact. In fact, it's as if they are strangers, not the best of friends. The tension is palpable as the teens teeter on a precipice, terrified of the impending explosion that's about to blow up someone's life.
We've been going through your phones, and what we've found raises more questions than answers, but it also brings us closer to the truth. Let's start with you, Maya. Why did you tell Jenner you weren't quitting diving and then challenge him to dump you?
I was just tired of him trying to control me. I didn't mean anything by it.
Maya, I'm going to read the text exchange between you two, right here in front of everyone. Listen up, everyone. Maya, you can break up with me. I don't care. I'm not quitting. Jenner, we're not breaking up. You shouldn't quit. You're the best diver on your team.
McAllister pauses momentarily due to the audible gasp from the collective group.
Maya, if you think that, why don't you ever say it? Jenner, I just did.
Maya is a fair-skinned girl, but her face has gone absolutely stark white. She holds off commenting, though, which shows her control despite appearing as fragile as a porcelain doll.
I'll continue with some more gems we found on your phone, Maya. Text to Maya, you can do it. I believe in you. Now you need to believe in you. Return text from Maya, winky face emoji, and that's from... If you guessed Myers, you're correct. Seems pretty familiar for 2 people who, quote, really don't know each other. What do you say, Myers?
It was no secret that she was standing up for herself with Jenner. All of us could see the tension between them. I thought she needed someone to believe in her. That is all. I know what it feels like trying to be strong with nobody to lean on.
Is that all there is to it? Really?
Take it how you like.
Turns out Jenner wasn't the only one who craved attention. Seems Maya attracted her share.
And Jenkins, what about your text to Maya? Hang in there, it will get better when he's gone. What did you mean by that?
Jenkins looks down, his voice hesitant. He's in disbelief that McAllister is coming after him again.
I just meant, when Jenner goes to Duke, things will be different. Easier. That's all.
Easier how? Because he wouldn't be around to overshadow you? Are you sure by gone you didn't mean dead?
Jenkins doesn't respond. He's back to his old ways, clamming up his silent speaking volumes.
Whatever you meant. Maya texted a thumbs up. I guess she understood, and now your brother's dead.
No!
Coincidence?
McAllister thought about those two. Jenkins didn't hide the fact that he was protective of her. But he did deny a friendship with Blake, and the detectives are about to debunk that claim.
And then there's you, Blake. You and Jenkins claimed you weren't close, yet your texts tell a different story, especially this one. He knows, I can tell. He keeps looking at me so seriously, and then I can tell he wants to say something to you. What were you so afraid Jenner knew?
Blake's face flushes and his look of panic returns. Jenkins has no reaction at all. He's decided to let the detectives flounder around. They are fishing, and he is determined not to get baited.
It was nothing. Just stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff? Or something more? Because it sure sounds like you were worried Jenner might say something that could change everything. Jenkins, do you want to help your acquaintance out here? We recovered the next text where you wrote to Blake. No, it's not that. It's something else, I swear. Jenner already knew. I told him, and he's never said a word. It's not that. That alone tells me there is a big secret, and it also tells me there's another secret.
Blake remains silent, his eyes locked on the floor. Jenkins is making a strange, low-pitched moaning sound. It seems involuntary and doesn't really sound human.
Blake, why don't you share the text you wrote Jenkins in response?
Blake is trembling and also violently shaking his head. If she didn't know better, McAllister would worry he was having a seizure. But no, it was nerves. She had warned the teens today would be hard. They just didn't fathom, I suppose.
I know you remember, Blake. I can read it, but I would rather everyone hear it from you.
Just kill me now.
What's happening? Blake, what?
Just kill me now.
Someone who goes into a room talking about death and comes out with someone dead in that same room. Come on, guys. My partner's theory rings true here. Detective Rodriguez thinks either Blake decided killing Jenner was his only way to guarantee his silence, or Jenkins killed Jenner to keep Blake from killing himself.
So concerning. Blake's text reads, "Kill me now." Whatever it meant at the time, the sentiment is raw now as Blake reiterates the words. He is broken. Jenkins isn't too far behind him, heading straight for a death plunge into total despair. Maya is tense, edgy, and on the verge of hysterics herself. Myers is watching as if viewing the latest movie. Suspenseful drama about to morph into a horror flick. So why is he smiling?
Well, Rodriguez, your ideas are definitely striking a chord with these guys. What else you got for me?
Uncanny, right? McAllister has just unhinged an entire room full of people. Well, we did predict an explosion. Anyway, what's even more surreal is the way McAllister and Rodriguez are carrying on as if nothing has happened. At least we've discovered one truth so far. McAllister is a formidable interrogator. Now it's Rodriguez's time to shine.
I got plenty more physical evidence, but first let's clear up the fake story that none of you can remember what order you entered the room. That's just pure BS. We could figure it out from your interviews, so we know you remember. Maybe you're all in on it. Maybe I ought to just head out to my desk and write up the arrest papers for all of you right now.
Where's he going?
He can't, he hasn't read us our rights.
Detective Rodriguez is not playing. McAllister hands out water bottles to everyone and steps back to assess the damage. Mission accomplished thus far. They all understand there's no place to hide.
Detective, are we all suspects?
I've told you. Witnesses, but now maybe persons of interest. We just want the truth to get justice for your friend, Jenner. Blake, I'm glad that water revived you some. You'll need your wits about you for this next part.
Amazing. McAllister is playing good cop, bad cop all on her own. Looks like Rodriguez will be sticking with bad cop. She glances at Jenkins, who has his back to everyone. He may be protesting the carnage or simply withdrawing altogether. She had hoped yesterday she had prepared him to come clean with her, for his father's sake, if nothing else. So far, he is digging his heels in. Just then, Ramirez steps back in. 4 sheets of paper in his hand. He sets them on the table and hands them each a pen.
Here we go. I'm Mirandizing all of you. Maya, you want your parents?
No, sir, no.
All right, listen up. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions. You have the right to have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you have the right to stop answering at any time. If you have questions, ask now. If you understand, sign the paper.
I'd like to move on if everyone is ready. I've got a lot to cover.
We can ask for a solicitor now. Is that how this works?
You may. Are you asking?
No.
Anyone else asking a lawyer up?
They all shake their heads no, looking at each other anxiously. It appears no one wants to look guilty to their friends. McAllister's tactic is working.
Let's talk about the escape room. We're trying to establish the order in which you exited, even though you all claim to forget. Blake and Jenkins came out first, though I don't know who was first and who was second. But Jenkins admits he was relieved to see Maya exit because he knew she was scared. And when Maya exited, Blake was there too, I know, because Maya mentioned seeing him with a weird look on his face. So that means Myers had to be last. So now I want to hear from you the order you entered. Can we try this together? I'm skeptical that nobody recalls this, but here's the other part that doesn't add up. None of you claim to have seen each other inside. How is that possible?
The room goes still, the teens exchanging nervous glances. At least they are looking at each other now, even though it's with guilt or suspicion depending on the person.
I don't remember seeing anyone. We all split up so quickly. But I think I went in first. Jenner wanted me to. He didn't like that I was scared. And Myers said, just use the flashlight I gave you. If you're ahead of everyone, the light won't bother anyone. So I went in against my will, alone.
I just wanted to make sure Maya was okay. I went in right after her.
Looks like Jenkins is up to answering questions again, as long as they aren't high pressure. He's also back on his protecting Maya kick. McAllister hopes to keep him opened up. When he shuts down, it feels like a roadblock to the truth.
Myers and I were the last two left. Jenner said he wanted to go last, so I went in, and then it must have been Myers, but I never saw him.
So, Maya, Jenkins, Blake, Myers, Jenner. Agreed? Good. And yet, no one saw Jenner after that? Not even in passing? That seems unlikely. Almost impossible. I can understand not hearing each other from room to room. Eddie played us the audio. It was quite loud. The rooms were somewhat soundproof so the different tracks could play without interference. But obviously not totally soundproof, so I'll ask now. You say you didn't see each other. I don't buy it. But did anybody hear each other?
Maybe we were just focused on the game. It's easy to get lost in those rooms. And like you said, you can't hear anything with the music and voice track they have playing in the rooms. Anyway, we were alone. What kind of noise would we make? We had nobody to talk to.
You say maybe you were all focused on the game and saw nothing, heard nothing. I say maybe some of you are lying. And Myers, what good is it to avoid the obvious? Any of you could have seen or heard the murder. It's a possibility. Nobody is admitting to it yet, but it could be. And then the even more obvious, one of you is a murderer, right? So why is everyone lying still? But it doesn't matter because it's the physical evidence that will reveal the truth.
Detective Ramirez has been waiting patiently. The first thing he lays on the table is a clear evidence bag containing a roll of black duct tape. Nobody utters a sound, but all eyes are on the tape.
Here's the tape used on Jenner. Anyone recognize it? Well, your buddy Eddie at the front desk recognized it. It's the color and brand they keep at the front counter of Escape Haven. They use it for quick temporary repairs. It was wrapped around Jenner's wrists and ankles, along with zip ties. He was bound, rendering him helpless. It also covered his mouth and nose, keeping him quiet and suffocating him. So all I have to do is show you the video of who swiped this off the counter, right? There's a camera up front.
Yes, Detective, I told you needed good luck. Catching one of us on camera taking the duct tape is good luck, right? A smoking gun.
Right, you are. So who wants to step forward now? Who will we see on camera?
Don't look at me, I did it.
Not well.
Me.
Correct. All of you are correct. The video doesn't show anyone taking the tape, but it's also kept in a supply box inside the escape room. Anyone know where that is? It's on the platform at the top of the black ladder. Whoever knew that has visited the escape room before, and whoever knew that also killed Jenner.
Black duct tape is sold everywhere. That doesn't seem conclusive to me.
I agree. I mean, that's circumstantial.
I found this roll under Jenner's body. There was no roll from the toolbox in the castle escape room.
Detective Ramirez picks up the evidence bag and hurries out of the room, leaving McAllister smiling and the 4 kids stunned. Nobody says a word. Did he just say he knows who killed Jenner? Or, no, he didn't actually say it. A little dazed and a little confused is just how Ramirez wanted to leave them. They would be less careful. He quickly steps back into the room holding a clear evidence bag containing the knife.
This knife, we thought it might have been a prop, but it's not. Detective McAllister used a brand new informational search technology called Google Lens right on her iPhone. Answers truly are at our fingertips these days. It's a Sheffield knife, stamped with a rose emblem used on knives from 1973 onward. This is no ordinary prop. It's a real weapon, and it was used to kill Jenner.
Just like when they discovered Jenner's body, the room falls silent. All are holding their breath, the weight of the evidence sinking in. This is the real precipice, and there's no escape.
The fingerprints on this knife will tell us who the killer is, and there will be no room for doubt.
They release their breath in what sounds like a collective sigh. The tension in the room is suffocating, each of the teens frozen in place, hardly daring to breathe. The atmosphere could be cut with a knife. That knife. McAllister has to hold back a very inappropriate grin when that pun crosses her mind. She can't help it. The feeling of cracking a case, a murder case especially, is euphoric. She can't wait to say it out loud. This whodunit is about to turn into a you done it when she points her finger directly at the stone-cold killer. She shakes her head, clearing her thoughts. Is she thinking in wordplay and riddles because this is the escape room murder case? Not really. It's just the mind of a brilliant detective at work, making intricate connections constantly. It's how her brain is wired. Episode 6 is history. The truth is so close I can almost taste it. And it tastes like sweet justice for Jenner. Think you got this case solved? Don't bet your life on it. The lies and secrets are still unraveling. And it's never too late for a twist. Join me next time for episode 7 as we finally close in on the murderer. And remember, nothing is ever exactly as it seems. How do you feel after an episode of Slice of Crimes? One step closer to the truth? If you haven't cracked the case yet, no worries, you're not alone. But before you go, remember, the mystery doesn't end here. Enjoyed this episode? Show some love. Share Slice of Crimes with your friends, family, or even that neighbor who's a little too interested in true crime. Oh wait, that's probably you. Your 5-star ratings and killer reviews help keep these investigations coming. And I couldn't do it without you. Got your own theories? Burning questions? Or maybe a case you think I should tackle next? I'm all ears. Send your ideas and suggestions my way. The more you engage, the sharper my sleuthing gets. So until next time, fellow sleuths, keep your wits about you. Stay curious. Stay sharp. You never know what the next slice of crime will serve up. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. Infinite thanks for listening today and for tuning in next week.